Welcome to another episode of
Where I can top my knee.
I'm Kevin.
I'm Jonathan.
I'm so happy you're back. It's been a long
I'm
time.
not
It feels
happy
like
I'm
it's
back.
been
I'm
like
not.
5 years. Well, I know you got a lot to tell us about your time in Thailand and Hong Kong. But before we get to that, we got to shout out to our second largest group of listeners, which are our Nigerian siblings,
Yes.
because today is Nigerian Independence Day, October 1, which is also the day this episode comes out, and we're recording it the day before, but okay. But shout out to our loyal listeners in Nigeria.
Honestly.
Um, anyway, how was your trip?
My trip was good. I was gone for 2 weeks, but it feels like, I don't know, I was gone for
2 years.
2 years. But at the same time, I didn't want to come back to New York. I did not.
I mean, does anyone really want to come back to the US?
Just, I don't know. Asia does things slightly differently that makes all of the difference.
Yes, 100%. And then we don't have to be dodging bullets, but that's a whole nother story in itself.
That really is a whole other story.
Dodging bullets and dodging celebrities who have thousands of bottles of baby oil.
Oh, not that.
And 700 dildos and
Oh my god.
like, I mean, we thought Sky Valley was extreme, but
Yo.
Diddy definitely showed them out.
Oh my god.
Like, showed them out.
Because that's one thing we got in America is some celebrity scandals.
Celebrity scandals. We got presidential scandals. We got mayoral
all.
scandals. Listen, if you want a scandal, we got it, baby.
Including the BL scandals. Ooh.
Including the BL scandals. You know what?
No,
That's a great segue. Look at you. Look at you, Jonathan. We should get to word on the tweet.
Okay, word on the tweet, y'all. Honestly, I haven't been on Twitter the past 2 weeks. It's been a nice cleanse.
Because you've been busy. You've been on planes.
Ooh, yes. I've been on planes, mama, planes.
Flued out.
Not flued out. Honestly, I didn't see have you seen anything? The only two things I saw the past 2 weeks was, one was that the king in Thailand, he finally approved the bill for marriage equality.
Which we were all expecting to happen. So glad it did.
I'm so glad it did. I mean, you never know what could happen at the last second, right?
Right. And you know what's so crazy is, I swear, a year ago today, I was talking with one of my Thai friends who was like, they did not see this happening back then. And that was a year ago. And look how much change can happen in just a year.
Honestly, honestly.
So you know what? Even though things might seem bleak today, tomorrow could be brighter. That's the way you got to look at things,
Period.
Okay.
So can't wait for that. It's gonna take It's gonna take in effect January 2025.
So yeah, literally months away. And I think there's also there's at least one reality show that is focusing on one of our fave couples getting married.
You already know.
Real.
Portia and Arm are gonna have a reality TV show talking about their marriage or their soon-to-be marriage and all that's gonna happen. I think they also just announced their wedding date. It's gonna be October 1st, 2025. So I'm like, oh, that's a whole year out.
Well, that makes sense because I guess they wanted
to be
you gotta plan a
grand
wedding.
Yes.
Yeah, it has to be a grand affair. It needs to be live streamed. It needs. Listen, they're probably the most popular queer couple in Thailand. So that thing needs to be big. Okay, like big.
Big.
Everybody everybody, their mama's mama, and the ancestors need to know.
Not
Like,
the
that's how big it needs to
ancestors.
be.
I
That's
hope,
how big it needs to be.
yeah, I hope everyone has, now you have the time to really plan out beautiful, extravagant, elegant weddings. Or even if you just want to do
Right.
something really quick, January
Right.
1st, there's probably going to be a bunch of people just running to the courthouse. So to
Yes,
speak.
running.
Flued
Rainbow running.
out to
Literally.
the courthouse.
Flued out. Mm-hmm. Flued out to the courthouse, baby. For real.
Anyways, the next thing I have is Bilkin PP. They've had this project on like the back burner for so long. They've been telling us, there's this project called Red Envelope or something codenamed Red Envelope. And now we finally know what it's about. It's a remake or a Thai remake, Thai reboot, Thai adaptation of the Taiwanese movie Marry My Dead Body.
Which I have not seen yet.
What? Kevin,
I know about it.
So good.
You know what happens when we get caught up with the
BL, 17 BLs a week.
Yeah, I have not, but it's been on my list for a while, and I know some people have watched it, and so far everyone that I know that has watched it has loved Marry My Dead Body.
Yeah, it's really good, and it's funny. It's like it's a comedy.
Okay, so I mean, I think I actually might have some downtime this week, so I might just throw it in there. Maybe I might watch it tonight.
Get into it. Oh, did you manage? So the next thing. Well, actually, we can stay on Marry My Dead Body.
Okay.
So the original, this is not a spoiler. The original story's not a BL. So like, I feel like I've seen a couple people on Twitter talk about like what's their main concern is like, are they going to make it a BL for this Thai adaptation? Because Bilkin PB, I guess in the statement of this release, they said there's going to be some changes in this adaptation. So it might be like loosely based off of, the Taiwanese movie.
Yeah,
might just,
they're
have the concept.
They're going to have to change it because it's Thai. So there's going to have to be some changes because it's an adaptation.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, like, like the backstory of, like, the plot of this man is a cop. So is Belkin going to be a cop? Are they going to get together?
I want to see PP as a cop.
Oh, PP's definitely going to be the dead body in this. Because this movie is about like a cop and a ghost, and that's the whole movie. Yeah. So
yeah,
but then also if they make it a BL, I don't know. We'll see. Let's see.
We'll see.
Excited.
Well. I know that you have been busy traveling, but somehow we have shows to talk about. So let's get to shows of the week. So, Jonathan, what is your show this week?
My show of the week is Jack and Joker, that Yin War show.
A great show.
A great show. The first episode was long, but the second and third are really good. Mm-hmm. And I haven't watched the fourth one that came out today or yesterday.
I haven't either. So maybe I won't be watching Marry My Dead Body today.
But I will be watching it because this show is so good. And it's so funny.
Yeah, it's funny, but it's suspenseful, and there's a lot of things going on.
And it's deep. It's deep. It has like a deeper layer to it.
Yeah. And, I'm enjoying the show. Like, I like to see BLs where they're not being too unserious, Mm-hmm. And this is not one of those shows. We already know what an unserious show looks like, Sky Valley. But
there's plenty of unserious shows that came out this year. Plenty.
Yes, but plenty. But this one it has good pacing. I will say that first episode was a little too long.
It was way too long. They were trying to fit in every single kind of like exposition they could, but
yeah, it was like, and I think it was almost an hour 20. Like, it was pretty lengthy.
Long. But these have been
it was a movie.
45, 50, which still is a little
which
hefty.
Is better.
But like, I enjoy a full-length episode, not like a 20-minute thing. And they're fun.
Unless
and
it's a good 20 minutes.
Yeah, and I get to see War in multiple costumes.
Yeah.
I mean, the last episode I saw was him in like a wig. And it was so good.
Wig. He was
so good. I was like, he's serving.
Oh he was. He's giving what we asked for. So thank you, War.
So Kevin, what is your show of the week?
So my show is not a BL, but it's BL adjacent.
Get out of here.
It is. It is Peaceful Property on Sale, also known as Haunted House on Sale. It's the Tay New show, which I still can't tell you if it's a bromance or not, but I do know it's not a BL, and at least it was not billed as a BL.
It's not billed as any kind of romance, right?
Right, it's not. Like, there's no romantic couple in this, as far as we know. But it is really good. You know what I have to say? The last episode is what really made me put it on for my show of this week, because it was really, really good. And it really, without spoiling the show, because Jonathan, I do think you need to watch it. I know you like Tay New. I know you like Tay New, so don't even play. I know you love them. But one thing is, the character that Tay plays, who is a guy that can see spirits, the last episode is where we got an explanation to how that happened. And also, there was some trauma that was so bad that it shows up in him not being able to have his left hand steady. So, and that's been something that's been happening throughout the show, and we finally get an explanation in episode 7, and that's all I'm gonna say. And it ties into the overall story very well. And I know, Jonathan, you're like, oh, you don't do scary stuff, all of that. This show is a horror comedy, I think
know
you'll
this
be
show
fine.
is not scary at all. It's probably not scary at all.
No, it's like
it's meant to be silly. It's meant to be Ghostbusters, right?
Right. It gives the same essence as like the Goosebumps reboot that's on Hulu, which by the way, also really good, where it has some comedic moments, but then it's also kind of serious as well. But then it also kind of feels like this Taiwanese bromance. Well, not really a bromance, but could be labeled as one too. Same essence as that, called "Oh No, Here Comes Trouble," which is on iQiyi.
Yes, with Birdie.
Yes, really, also a great show, but similar essence. Where you're dealing with ghosts and all of that, and one person can see ghosts, and the other person can't. So similar vibe, but different stories.
That other show. What was that other show? Part of the Taiwanese BL rollout, that it was about the two college kids, and one could see ghosts, and the other guy like helped him like keep away he couldn't see ghosts, he can hear them, and the other guy helped like keep the voices away.
Oh yes, but I know what show you're talking about, but both this and
but the other two
are way better than that.
Ooh,
I know what show you're talking about. Yeah, way better than that. Yeah. But I think overall, good show.
Stay by my side.
Yeah, stay by my side.
Stay by my side.
Something.
Because it's not stay with me. It's stay by my side.
Right. Yeah, and it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a yeah.
Yeah. It was there. Oh. And that's all you need to know. Let's get into shows that just ended. Oh my gosh.
So, the way Jonathan, I haven't seen any of these.
Yeah, the way that you were gone and shows have ended while you were gone. So now you got a lot of catching up to do, boo.
I do.
You got a lot.
But I'm so tired.
I know. And like, you're still recovering from jet lag. But The Trainee ended actually almost 2 weeks ago now. It got mixed reviews. I'll say that.
Oh,
I
really?
personally liked the show. Okay, I personally liked it, and I feel as if this was better than Cooking Crush. Um, but I feel as if people are still stuck on seeing a Not Me or a Theory of Love
A
kind of
Theory of Love
show.
kind of gone
Yeah,
and off.
right. And The Trainee is not that. So
Mm-hmm.
I think if you separate those other two shows and just look at this, or all their other shows, and just look at this in its own thing, then I think you might see it differently. I liked it maybe because my bachelor's degree is in television production and all of that, so I could relate to the vibe that they were working in a production house and all of that. And I
Mm-hmm.
will say it's great for people who are really trying to understand like the BL world a little better beyond just what you see on camera, but also what happens behind the camera.
Mm-hmm.
So overall, I think it's a good show. I enjoyed it for what it is. And it's a show that I would give probably a 6 or a 7. You know, it wasn't horrible. I enjoyed it. I was excited to watch every episode. Um, and yeah, I liked it for what it was, you know. I know you didn't see it yet, but I think you should.
I'm so behind. I don't know.
Yes.
I think I'm still like slowly catching up on shows. Like I'm still like halfway through My Love Meets Up, the Thai
Mm.
adaptation, because it's something to watch that's like
Mm-hmm.
not too heavy. Nothing I
Yeah,
need to
My Love Mix
fully.
Up is not heavy at all.
Yeah, like nothing I need to have my full 1000% attention on, and
Mm-hmm.
something
Mm-hmm.
fluffy I can eat with lunch or something. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And if you miss a little bit here and there, you're not missing
Because
much
I
with
already
that
know the
show.
story. Yeah.
Right. But the show that you need to put both your eyes and ears on is Happy of the End. Um,
Is that the Japanese
this
show?
is a Japanese BL.
This I want to
I
see.
think
This I want to
it
see.
is really good. And, you know, Jonathan, I know you and I love mess.
Mm-hmm.
There is a lot of mess in this show. I mean, you're dealing, and there's also some Uh, unfortunately, there is a bit of essay in this.
Oh
It's a
no.
very deep show. It's dealing with organized crime in Tokyo. Um, I mean, one of the characters was kicked out of his home for being gay. So was kind of sleeping with men to kind of survive,
Oh
which
no.
is a very real thing. The other dude was abandoned by his mom and was pretty much sold into being sex trafficked as a kid, you know.
Oh, so
So they've
this is a
had
heavy show.
it's very heavy, but very well done.
Mm-hmm.
And but I will say it's not as graphic as I'm describing it. The show is not that graphic visually.
Mm-hmm.
Thank goodness, because there's
Mm-hmm.
certain things I don't need to see. Um, but it is a really good show. And I personally give this show actually an 8. You know, I don't give eights
Oh.
lightly. You know, I don't give those lightly. So
Yeah,
I
we
give this show
don't.
an
We
8.
don't.
And I told Patrick that he needs to go back and watch this show because compared to the other two shows that he watched, this one is probably the best one out of
Oh, did he
the
finish this
Japanese
one?
BLs. He didn't. He didn't start it at all because Patrick is the
Oh.
kind of person
Ooh.
like unlike us where we're crazy and we watch like 17 shows in a week.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't get more. He couldn't do more than 2.
I mean, you should have kept it to two. Don't overwhelm the boy. I forgot to ask you, how was it that with Patrick on the podcast? How was it without me?
It was different, but you know what? Patrick and I go back, so it was like us
Mm-hmm.
just sitting down having coffee, like both of us sipping our flat whites, throwing shade, talking about fashion
I
and the
see. I
stuff that we're doing.
see.
Like it felt like one of our typical conversations that we have off podcast. It was good. I mean, Patrick knows how to talk. He knows how to run his mouth. So
Both
so it
y'all
worked
do.
out very well.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, exactly. So the two of us running our mouths, we just sitting there with wigs and Newports, baby.
I
That's what
can
we're doing. So, but it was good. We had a good time. But it was definitely different because you and I rock with wig and Newports,
We really
and
do.
we really do. So, um, another show that just ended. This is a Korean BL, which is a prequel to Unintentional Love Story, The Time of Fever. This is on iQiyi. Oh, I should mention The Trainee is on GMMTV's YouTube channel. Happy of the End is on Gagaoolala. And The Time of Fever is on iQiyi. Prequel to Unintentional Love Story.
Oh, but was this a movie or is this a show?
This is a show. Oh. Yes, this is a show.
I think it was a movie. And it got broken into episodes.
Probably. Because each episode is like maybe 15 minutes on average.
That's how Korea loves it. It's a movie.
Right. And there's only 6 of them. So it was pretty good. The sad thing is, I think I need to go back and watch Unintentional Love Story, because remember, that show came out a few years ago. I don't remember
Unintentional Love Story.
Oh, you didn't?
I did not.
I remember liking that show and being pretty happy with it. But that show was a while ago, so I was sitting there trying to figure out, like,
a sequel.
This is a prequel.
Oh, a prequel, really?
Yeah, so The Time of Fever is a prequel. So I was trying to figure out what happened in Unintentional Love Story, because I forgot, because it was so it was so long ago.
It's so long ago. Like, it came out 2023.
That's a long time, considering that ancient. You and I each have watched at least 300 BLs. So
and apparently we're the crazy ones, because compared to other BL fans, like, we're encyclopedias.
Yeah, we have PhDs. At
PhDs, literally. We gotta make merch that says that on a T-shirt. Like, I have my PhD in BL.
Like, literally, like, so anything that is more than 6 months ago, that's old. Like, like, I'm not gonna remember it, because I don't think our brains have the capacity to remember that much detail from a show that came out over a year ago.
It's download and delete.
Right.
I mean, this podcast is sort of like a little time capsule too of what we watched.
That is true.
Because if you put on episode 1 or 2, well, maybe not 1. Don't look at 1, y'all. Please don't look at 1.
Yeah, don't look at 1.
If you look at, like, 5
episode
and 6 or something,
2 or 3. Yeah, there you go.
We'll be talking about, like, I don't know. We're talking about, like, Playboy or, like, Dead Friend Forever, and I'm like, oh, that was this year? That felt like last year.
Yeah, it literally felt like it was a long time ago. But Time of Fever, I enjoyed it. It was very high school BL for sure, because it was a prequel. So an Unintentional Love Story. Yeah, Unintentional Love Story, they're like post-college. So it is a little weird, though, to see, guys who are 30-ish playing high schoolers. So, yeah.
I mean, The Only One, which is the next show that just finished, those are 2, like, late 20s, about to be 30-year-olds playing high schoolers.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
30s. Right. I mean, this one is working, I mean, for The Only One. It's worked. And Jonathan, I need you to catch up right away. Immediately.
I know. I don't want it to end, low-key. I don't want it to end. So maybe that's part of the reason why.
You need to see this.
I don't want it to end. This show is like my comfort show right now.
Listen, episode 11 had me screaming. The last, like, 4 minutes. I was screaming. Screaming. All I'm going to say is there was some booty meat that I was not prepared for in any shape or form. Okay, and that's all I'm going to say.
The last episode I saw booty meat of them streaking after the relay race.
Yeah, that was funny. This is very different.
Oh no!
Very different from that.
I'm not ready.
Very different. I was ill prepared, and I called. I told you I have a friend of mine that I watched the show with, and he ended up being preoccupied with something else. So He said, just continue the show on your own. I said, gladly.
He said, I got my own booty meat. I can't watch
That's not what it was. He's taking a night class. That's why. You know,
Boo.
we love education. But because of that, I said, go ahead. I'm going to watch it on my own. And I told him, after I watched episode 11, I said, you need to drop your night class.
You need to drop it right. Drop the course.
Listen,
drop the course.
I am stunned. I was literally gagged.
I'll try to watch it tonight. I'm gonna probably.
I had to go get a lozenge. That's how much I screamed.
She was raw, honey. She was raw.
Like, ooh. Well, raw in other ways, but not that.
Oh my god. I'm excited to watch it, but I don't know. On my plane ride home, y'all, on my 18, yeah, it was like 18 hours.
Oh, that's right, because you had a layover in Hong Kong, right?
You had a layover. I was exhausted. I was struggling to sleep on the plane. I was like, I need to catch up on shows. I caught up on Kidnap. I caught up on Jack and Joker. And then I started to catch up on The Only One. And then I was like, the body is not working. I need to pass out.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm surprised you haven't passed out in the middle of recording this yet.
I was about to. I'm fighting.
Did you get coffee?
No, I'm raw dogging this. Just like the lady next to me that was sitting next to me on my flight, she raw dogged that whole 16-hour flight. She did not turn that TV on. She did not plug it. She did not eat food. She sat in that seat and just cocooned for 16 hours. So
what?
People are crazy. People are real crazy.
I can't do it. Like, I have to be up a little bit, doing something.
I don't know. She was like on her phone for a little bit, but like other than that, she was she was knocked out.
You know what? You made me think of something unrelated to, well, could be a BL because I'm shipped with this person, even though we're not together. You know who I'm talking about.
Hey, if you're listening, he not listening.
Yeah, he not. Or he might. So anyway, who knows? We'll see if I see him in a few weeks, but that's a whole nother story.
Well, when he crashes your hotel
so remember
room. Or when you crash his.
Probably his.
Hey.
Anyway, so last year, we went to Alberta, right? We went to Banff, which Banff was great, and I highly recommend. If anyone wants winter vibes, Banff is the place to go. But on the way back, we were where we were seated. There was me, my fake husband, and next to him was this girl who literally knocked out on this flight. And from Calgary to NYC is like maybe about 4-ish hours or 5 hours, something like that. It's not super long, but long enough where you might want to take a little sleep, This girl knocked out, mouth open, okay?
Yo, and like good sleep.
Well, the whole time, I was trying to figure out where there was a smell coming from somewhere.
Stop.
And I honestly thought that, my alleged husband was farting or something. And he thought I was farting. But me, if I fart, I'm going to let you know that was me, So then you know where it came from. And then you take that information as you want to take it.
Oh, my God.
And it wasn't either of us. And then we both realized it was old girl. And then he said she needs to drink more water.
Honestly, these flights be so smelly because on my flight there was like 5 babies, like taking turns screaming.
Oh,
and I'm like, if you don't shut that baby up.
Not a symphony, child.
It really was a symphony. I mean, I had my good noise canceling, but Miss next to me raw dog in the flight. I don't know how she did it.
Yeah, I don't know, child. Like, I at least have my headphones on and I'm playing some kind of music to kind of drown out any other noise. I have been lucky. I've only been on the many, many flights I've been on. I've only been on maybe 2 that I can recollect where there was a crying baby. And one of them was a short flight, so it didn't matter. But only one of them was a long haul, and the baby didn't cry the whole time. So, because I think that baby cried itself to sleep. So,
yeah, these babies are crying. The parents were like walking them up and down the aisles. I was like, yo, it was like a siren. It was like, wah, wah. But anyways, wait, you have a new show alert on here.
We have a new show alert. Let's get into it. Okay. So there are 2 new shows. Yes. One of them is Bad Guy, My Boss, which is on Gagaoolala. I don't think you started that yet.
I haven't watched this yet because I can't download from Gagaoolala, so I can't offline download. Yeah, it's a ride. I'll tell you that. Hey.
Yeah. I don't have a good opinion or bad opinion or any opinion yet, other than watch it, and we will discuss sometime in the future, because it's something.
It's something. It's good though. It's good. I heard it's spicy.
I'm enjoying it for what it is. It's getting a little spicy, but the whole premise is the secretary is in some weird kind of relationship with his boss, but then the boss is also hoeing on the side.
Girl, hoping they got that
the secretary knows this.
Hoping they strap it up.
Because the secretary is the one setting up the dates for him in his calendar. So there's a lot going on. Like, Jonathan, it is so messy, but
bring back messy.
Here we are.
That's what we need. In between the cutesy, in between the sunspots, in between the ghostbustering,
in between the Sky Valley,
in between. No, this is Sky Valley Part 2 right here. We need another sets to series every month. At least one show needs to be like a sets to series. You know.
Well, there hasn't been. I would say these scenes in this show have not been as spicy as like 4 minutes. Sorry, 4 minutes takes the cake. For best sex scenes. Okay.
Oof.
For
Bible.
This year.
Oof.
Yeah, but this one, so far, Bad Guy, My Boss could never. Let's just say that.
I'm excited to watch it. There's like 3 episodes out right now or something. How many episodes?
Yes, and I think I've only watched the first 2, so I need to watch the third, because I think it comes out on Mondays or Tuesdays or something like that.
Yo, stuff is just dropping and going, like happy to the end. Like that was here for all of September and gone already.
Yeah, it's a short series, because Happy to the End was only 8 episodes,
and they dropped 2 a week.
Yes, so it went by very quickly. The other one is Teenager Judge, which we've been kind of waiting for.
Yes.
This is another Vietnamese BL with our boy Bavin.
Yes, Bavin.
From O2 Productions. So it's on YouTube.
What do you think? I saw it, the first episode. I just saw it.
What did you think? I want to hear your thoughts first before I say anything.
Let me not do too much. I think, you know.
Did you laugh at the intro like I did?
Oh no.
Okay, I did, because that intro was doing the most.
Oh, the as in the title credits?
Yes.
Oh, I thought that was so cool.
I was
like, that's where all the budget went. Because it's giving, I don't know. I need more.
Yeah,
it's going to be drawn out again. It's going to be drawn out, another drawn out show again, probably.
Because he said it's 20 episodes, and I was like, 20 episodes?
Let's cut down.
You can do 12,
you
and
can
be
do
okay.
12.
Like, why are we doing 40-something minute episodes?
12.
Right.
40
we don't
minutes
need to
of
make this
low-key nothing happening.
Like, we don't need this. It's like, Bavin, we like seeing you.
I love
But
seeing you bobbing.
you know what?
Love seeing
Sometimes,
you act.
you're right.
I don't need.
But sometimes we need moderation. Like, there's sometimes, when you have too much cake, it gives you a tummy ache, right? So
And
when you
Mr.
have too much
Cinderella season
bobbing,
2 was his tummy ache.
like when you have too much bobbing, then you're kind of like, okay, I'm bobbing out for a bit. I need a break.
Nah, I can never be bobbing out. Can never.
You're right.
Can never.
You're right.
But I think I need some more episodes to really have an opinion. Because nothing really happened this episode. I guess they're setting up this, bullying storyline, this stepbrothers to lovers storyline. I'm not sure.
Is that the theme for this fall, stepbrothers to lovers? Because we got too many shows like that.
Right?
Yeah, we got too many of that.
Everyone needs to respect the word brother in stepbrother. No one's respecting that.
Instead, they respecting the word step and stepping into the bad side. Stepping into lubrication. I don't know. So they doing something.
Oh my God. Not lubrication.
They stepping into wetness. I don't know. But I think Teenager Judge, I'm with you on that. I'm going to give it a few episodes.
Yeah, it just needs a few episodes, and then we can really see where this is going. Because at first, I thought, something bad's going to happen. I thought, it's going to be really, like, Korean drama. Well, not Korean drama. Those Korean dramas where they get real graphic with the bullying. I thought we were going that way. So I was scared for a second.
And there's a little bit of bullying, but it's not that graphic.
Yeah, I don't think.
Or maybe it will be. Or maybe it'll be... Maybe it'll be like 4 to 5 to 7 episodes of just nothing happening. Like we got with Be Your Star.
Okay.
Maybe. We'll see.
I hope not.
Because some of the stuff was just dragged out. Part of me is like, you know what, O2 Productions, because we want to see them create stuff, right? But, it really doesn't have to be 20 episodes. It really doesn't. You could use that, 200K or whatever budget they got and just really invest it in 12 episodes. And then you'll be out here looking like your Star Hunter,
Oh, look at that transition. Look at that.
Yeah,
look at that segue.
You see what I did? Because Star Hunter, listen, one thing I love about Star Hunter is they know how to spend money well, okay? Like, every show that I've seen from them looks expensive.
They do.
So, yeah. So, even if they only spend $1 per episode, they use that dollar very well.
No, it might not be on the plot, but it's on...
Okay.
I'm kidding.
They know how to spend money very well. And everything looks like, you may agree or disagree with the story of some of their shows. Okay. And that's, personal opinion. But one thing I think everyone can say is they know how to spend money well.
They do.
Okay. And you went to see their newest investment.
I went to... Oh, yeah. Let me talk about my trip. Okay.
Yes.
See, the brain fog is happening, y'all, from this long haul flight. But I had an amazing time.
Yes. And this was your official assignment, kind of.
Not my official assignment. This is a test trial. Test run.
Oh, okay. So a test assignment. You were on business.
I wish this was business, y'all. I can expense this trip. I wish this was business, y'all. Maybe we need to set up that where I can tap my knee LLC, y'all, to expense this Thailand trip.
At some point, okay. So service the whole teapot. What happened at, Star Hunter's Hunter Village?
Yes, well, I gotta give a big shout out to Claire. She's amazing.
Once again, the hookup for real.
Honestly, Claire, she is the best tour guide, the best friend ever. She had me and Steven, she gave us a nice little tour of Thailand, a little quick tour because we have like no time. It was a very short
because y'all
Saturday.
were there for, you said 3-4 days?
We were there for like, practically like 2 days and like a night. I don't know. Time flew by. But yeah, on Saturday, me and Claire and Steven, like, we got lunch together. Got to catch up. Ate some great vegan food. Vegan Thai food,
I
y'all.
saw.
Really good.
I was flabbergasted because the food looked so great. But the thing is, I think in Thailand you can surprisingly easily get vegan food. I mean, I feel as if when you're a country that's like 95% Buddhist, like, vegan food should not be too hard to find, right?
Honestly, Thailand felt very easy to, we had great meals while in Thailand. Nothing was too hard to get. Navigating around the city wasn't too hard either. I mean, it was a little bit of a challenge with traffic, but nothing that I haven't seen before with like visiting LA and in America. But we had some lunch, and then Claire drove us to Hunter Village, their new location. It's like at the top floor of this little like mall area.
Oh, so it's in a mall?
Yeah, it's kind of like in a mall, yeah. Or like next to like a mall.
Or next to a mall. Okay, well, that makes sense. That means
Thailand's all about malls. Everything feels like a mall. But I think this is kind of in a mall, yeah.
Because it's hot as hell. And like, you go to the mall to cool off,
Honestly, it was hotter in Hong Kong than it was in Thailand. It was just insane to say. Like, Hong Kong was like so humid, and Thailand felt just like a normal temperature. I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah, like I wasn't sweating too hard in Thailand.
Or maybe your body just got used to all the sweating after being in Hong Kong.
Oh no, girl. But I was really glad for all the AC everywhere. All these malls had top-notch AC.
Yeah, that was my experience in Malaysia. Like, they love that air conditioning. Maybe sometimes a little too much, because sometimes I'm like, why am I cold? Like,
I know you always had to bring a little long sleeve, a little sweater.
Yeah, something, because sometimes it got a little too cold. So, but I appreciated that air conditioning because it was so hot outside.
It was great though. It was so she showed us Hunter Village. Nice little location. They have like like on the side of the office space, there's like a glass, kind of like a glass window, so like the fans can see inside, which is kind of crazy to me. I was like, oh, it's kind of, so fans were
like a fishbowl.
Yeah, like you can see fans like were already just standing there waiting around, I guess, to like try to see someone. And I was like, oh, that's so interesting. You can just kind of wait around all day until you get a glimpse of someone walking by. It's pretty cool.
Interesting.
We went inside.
I couldn't wait all day. I couldn't do that.
Me neither.
I don't care how much I like them. Like, I have to eat. So,
but I mean, that's what the mall's for. You go downstairs and you eat and come back. But it was great. Claire introduced us to Pita, and he is forgot his official title, but he is also one of the higher ups here at Hunter Village, and he is also the one who, what's the word? What's the official title? It's like acting coach or acting.
Okay.
Forgot.
So he's like an
title.
He's an acting coach or acting coordinator or something like that.
And he also teaches at Chulakorn University. Okay. So he's also a professor there.
Does he teach acting? Okay.
He's in the communication arts department.
I have a question. So, what is Hunter Village supposed to be? How is it described to you by our girl Claire and Pita?
I think I'm like, now you're interviewing me on the spot of my knowledge.
Yes.
I think Hunter Village is a sort of, it's like artist management kind of facility where like right now we see them on Instagram. If you follow Star Hunter or Hunter Village, they are doing auditions for new talent. So they told us about their recent collections of great talent that they've been interviewing the past couple of weeks. And so we got to see where all the boys really from Star Hunter got to practice their singing and dancing and their acting. And so I think it's artist management, a lot of training, and they really support future actor idols.
So I guess it's kind of like an incubator,
Very much an incubator.
Yeah, so that's what it sounds like to me, where it's pretty much an actors or talent incubator for Star Hunter. So that's where you get them cooked, and then once they're ready, they pop out the oven, and then they can go into a show,
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Because a lot of great talent has come out of, or has once been in Star Hunter. So you can say it is a lot of incubation, whether they stay in Star Hunter or not.
Yeah, and that's good because especially if you're like new and this is something that you want to do, like you want to get into the entertainment industry, at least that's a gateway. And maybe, they may not get into a Star Hunter show, but at least they would learn some skills that they could take elsewhere, and I think that's important. I guess this might be a question maybe to ask Claire, but do people pay to be in this, or do they audition to be in it and then they get admitted, or are they referred to Hunter Village? Like, how do talent get into Hunter
how do the
Village?
Talent get spotted? Yeah, I think we talked about that too. It's like right now they're doing a lot of auditions, but sometimes it really is like just spottings. Like she said, PO kind of really will just find someone that he likes from somewhere and ask them to join the company.
Okay, so he's handpicking people. He's like,
sometimes
you look like
if you
could
really
be an actor.
Yeah.
Or you look like you could be a dancer. Or you look like, you could grip or whatever. So
whoa.
Come on in. Wait, not that kind of grip. Not that kind of grip. Okay, I'm talking TV grip, okay. Working on production. Yeah, not gripping, dildos or nothing.
Oh
not
God.
that.
But yeah, it's a lot of that. It's probably both. Yeah, some people who come audition and some people who they find and they see that they have like some opportunity here. Yeah.
And do they
some potential.
Do they stay at Hunter Village or do they stay elsewhere? The talent, that is.
Oh,
or
as
are they
in
just there during the day?
Oh yeah, it's not like a campus or anything.
Okay, so it's pretty much where they go during the day, and then they go to their respective homes when they're done for the day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like we got a little tour of the office, and it isn't too big. It's pretty small. But they do have like a large like area to train.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they probably have a dance studio.
Yeah, they have
probably have rooms for people to.
Yeah, they have a little room to rest in the back and kind of touch up and do makeup.
So it has at least all the basics, but I'm pretty sure nicely done too. Because once again, I firmly believe anytime Star Hunter does anything, no matter what you think about what comes out of it, it's gonna look expensive. Okay. It's going to look like Gucci. It's going to look like Louis Vuitton.
It really
It's going to look like Givenchy. Okay? Like, it's going to look expensive. Okay? So, it was, regardless of what you think about it.
Yeah, while we were there, it was great to see behind the scenes. Like, we even got, so during the tour, we did get to walk in on a little acting session.
Oh, okay.
And you can guess who it was, who we saw.
Who? What did you say?
I said guess.
Oh, goodness. I don't know if I can guess because I know it wasn't Moss Bank the day that you were there.
No.
Because they were at a fan meet. Who did you see? I can't guess. Only person I could guess is what's his name? Job.
No, we saw me and Steven walked in on the stars of Flirt Milk acting out a scene.
Oh, really? So did one of them actually stink?
Oh, excuse you. No. That'd be wild.
Hey, that would make it more realistic, too. Then he wouldn't really have to act.
Oh, my God.
Because that's the plot. But that is great. And that show actually comes out, isn't it supposed to be this month?
It's coming out soon. It's coming out very soon. Yeah, we walked in on the two leads, Pooh and Neil, acting out a scene for Flirt Milk, and it was so I don't know, it was so weird to see behind. It's not weird. It was so surreal, to take a look behind the curtain of production, and seeing these boys kind of workshop. And seeing what that looks like.
That's good.
Because, all we see is the final product. And we don't see all the work that goes into it.
Yeah. And that's really good. Like, I think whenever I'm in Thailand, I would go and see.
Yes, you should.
I know Claire will be back in the U.S. sometime in the winter.
Mm-hmm.
And we will probably get to see her and other people, but I'm not going to say too much because I'm already talking too much as it is. So, and we got to go. Like, I'm so glad. Everything about Hunter Village sounds so fun, Jonathan, and I kind of wish I was there, but I'm glad you got to go.
Mm-hmm. Yes, next time you need to come because a lot has happened. Yes. And we have stuff planned for the next couple months.
The near future. Yes.
So stay tuned.
And stay tuned.
For Flirt Milk and for other things.
Yeah. And that's it for this episode of Ride Can Top My Knee. Flirt with your knees and milk your caps.
Ew. I hope the ride in your life stars your knee. I'll say that. Oh, okay. No, I hope the ride in your life hunts your knee.
Oh, not hunt. Oh, not personal property. Peaceful property. Okay, we gotta go.
Anyway,
bye, y'all.
Anyway, goodbye, y'all.